folks. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Today we got a great mirror match going on. We've got Kyle Hill versus Travis Macdonald here at Nerdz Cafe. I'm RyGuy McFly, and we're really excited here for this. So this is actually our top 8 of our holiday 4K. Travis and Kyle are actually in the top 8, and they're actually showcasing some of their prize here. So you can see their LRAW playmats that are special prizes only for this year. They're not being made or sold elsewhere. And yeah, it's gonna be a very interesting match because these guys are playing a very similar deck. So roll for turn. Alright, Undead versus Undead. Undead going first. We've got Kyle going first here. Yeah, they're both dumping cards from their deck into the graveyard. We've got Vampire Baby, or into the discard. We've got Vampire Baby Dune on Kyle's side, and we've got Prince sorry, not Prince Caspian. Sir Grim Crimson, thank you. That's what it is. It just kind of cut off his discard there a little bit. Yeah, so as this is such a new game, we're having rules come down all the time.
I just opened the door.
Okay, so he's milling 2. Normally he's heal, but oh, he's milled Twilight Winds. Oh, that's gonna hurt. You can see the pain. You can't get that back. Yeah, that is a rough one. Really? So he's passing turn after milling 2 and attempting to heal. Passing to Travis. Well, this may be a short match. Oh, exact same card. He's gonna mill 2, draw 1. Phase 4, reviving a warrior. Targeting Sir Grim Crimson. Gets retrieve. Gonna retrieve, revisit. Activating again. Milling 2. So now he's going to activate the effect of Wrath of the Doomdrake to fill his board with Skellies, just to draw his card before that resolves.
He heals 3 off the Grim.
Oh, and he heals 3 off the Grim as well. It was only relevant because he actually paid it. Alright. We got a full 5. And Kyle doesn't have a lot to protect him. attack. Serving Crimson. So dealing 7. Alright. Prince of the Grim. Target. Oh, and he's negating it. So Prince of the Grim is like a free revive when you activate it, and then you can pay 1 to revive once per turn. That is devastating. It's going to activate Second Chance, targeting Warrior to revive. Revive his Prism. Prism has perished to revive another warrior when it dies. Rotting Flesh is the name of the card. Sorry, here. Sending the top 2 cards of his deck. And destroying a card on the field. Targeting Warrior, that's right. Targeting one of the Shambling Skeletons. Doesn't hit the bin because it's just a token.
Okay, so he attacked Prism into the Shambling Skeleton.
Yeah.
Now he's looking to trigger Prism's effect.
Targets Grim Crimson.
Yep. Grim Crimson comes back in and it lets him retrieve an Undead card from his discard pile. Undead Unified or Fortified.
Prince of the Grim.
Makes sense. That's a good card to add back since it got negated last time. And so the activation of Imprints of the Grim is going to let him revive an Undead Warrior from the discard pile. Does he have a target in there?
He has Baby Doom.
Yes. He has Doom and he's paying the 1 life.
To do Crimson.
To bring back Grim Crimson. Yep.
It's Prism.
Prism, sorry, yes. He's going to plunder with Baby Doom's effect into a Fortified that he just set.
I guess if he would have paid the 1 then to...
Yep, we got that.
Okay. Crash into the Shambling Skeleton.
Triggering Prism's effect again. Bringing back Crimson.
Oh, I see, yeah. So Prism wasn't able to target the one that left the field because it was already dead, so he's just asking him which one he was targeting.
Yep.
Yeah, so he's just going back to replay it. So Prism's attacking into 1 Shambling Skeleton to bring it to 1.
Dying to bring back the Grim Crimson.
Grim Crimson gets retrieved.
He's probably going to grab back his Grim Wish for more life here, yep.
Yeah, doesn't push on. Of course. Very good.
Grim Wish for more life lets him mill the top 3,
Draw 1.
top 2 and draw 1, yes. And then he heals 3, right?
Yep. And he also hit Wrath of the Doom Drake, so he's coming back here. Very impressive.
This is an interesting mirror match.
Absolutely.
Especially being in top 8, both undead players.
Absolutely. Well, there's 3 in top 8 this year, or this season, so it's really interesting.
Yeah, I believe what is our top 8 is three undead, 4 Titan, and a mythical beast.
The mythical beast is her like 3rd time playing, so that's awesome. Sorry. He paid. What?
So he pays 10 to activate.
Yeah.
Did he activate the?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Okay. So he activated from hand? Or
Yes.
Travis activated from hand?
Yes. He's dealing 6 damage to Kyle.
Okay, so this is what it is. So
Yeah.
Kyle paying 6 damage, so on a grim defeat.
Yes.
So
There we go.
that's a solid pay 18.
Yeah, that's a solid pay 18, dealing with damage to the blue.
6 to a target player's field, yeah. So now he's gonna get his, he got his Vampire Baby Doom's effect. And this Grimace is gonna get his Plunder effect here. So what do you think about this match? And when it comes to undead versus undead, like what is your strategy here?
I think in this situation, you're really having to outthink your opponent. You know, with both of these decks being very melee-oriented, you're going to find the player who is able to pierce their veil and do Death Wave first is going to have a clear board to finish. So, you know, the Veil Pierce card may be what makes or breaks this game. At this point, at the beginning of the game, my money was on Travis. Now I'm, you know, revisit the Grim. Can revive a Undead Warrior from the discard.
Well, I saw that he ended up doing a Wrath of Doomdrake from hand, paying 10 life to bring in Shambling Skeletons and wipe out the Grimace. And then the Grimace would then, you know, destroys the Shambling Skeleton. But then he responds with a Revisit the Grim on a Shambling Skeleton direct attack. And I don't really know here.
So he's dealing 8 to his board, or he's dealing 8 to Travis.
He's dealing 8 to Travis.
Yeah, you should have played that a while ago. I don't know what it is.
It's always interesting when players choose to set their unified cards face down. Typically in the undead matchup, it's because you don't want some certain cards to be milled necessarily when they activate their Welcome to the Grim Graveyard.
Well, in this case, it's almost for when the Veil pierces too, right? You can choose your own face down unifieds.
This is true, yes.
I've seen that as an alternative to.
Now this is interesting here. I think we're getting a proper ruling here because I don't think that you can't trigger that Revisit the Grim without a direct attack.
He's saying he's just gonna wait till he attacks to activate it. The condition to flip the card over is to have 3 to activate.
Yes.
Okay. So
But he's
that
not
makes sense.
activating it to bring anything back because
No.
he's not taking a direct attack.
Nice.
This is where it really matters because in a certain situation, if you had the Desecration of Hallowed Ground, it actually protects it from being destroyed because it's face up.
Yes.
Right. So as long as he has the condition of the 3 undead cards in the discard pile, you can activate it.
Travis pays 10
So he
here.
pays the 10 here for the Wrath of Doomdrake.
Nice.
This puts him to 37.
Nice.
Manifesting 5 Shambling Skeletons and dealing 5 damage to Kyle's board.
Nice.
This is just a race to see which deck can assemble the greatest undead army, really.
Absolutely.
It's a continual wrath back and forth.
The windmill of corpses.
Yeah. So Kyle's taking 2 damage from that hit right there.
Nice. Nice.
And assuming that he's taking all of it.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he's going to revisit here. So he does not
No,
take the 2.
sorry, no, we're not on the 2 yet. No, so on the direct attack, it becomes Prism. Prism dies.
Prism brings back the Grim Crimson. So here comes the windmill. So now he's gonna retrieve. You probably want to grab back. Yeah, his Wrath of the Doomdrake, because we're just gonna be playing that game right now.
Yes.
So now as a fellow Undead player, do you tag here? I guess he does. So he's got the Perish effect. Is gonna take one damage. Oh, he doesn't have the princess in the grave for the Princeton.
Yeah, 2, 4, 6 damage.
6 damage dealt here because he does not have the princess in the discard pile.
Well, that's why you shouldn't have done Baby Doom, you know? Baby Doom is a good card, but it's not the one I'd dump first.
We know Kyle's very fond of the Vampire Baby Doom. Not only because it's the Exalted, but...
Yeah, no, it is. It is a very nice card. Bog of Putrid Demise.
This is the interesting tech that we've seen Travis play all tournament. This is his very powerful card, especially in the Undead mirror match.
Wow, okay. So it counts as being destroyed as a future effect, and it works in the mirror match very well with. Okay. Wow. Such a clever boy.
That's the tech that he's been talking about all week, saying that he's got one for when he has to play the Undead in the mirror match. So here comes a Grimilla's Grimcry Death. So is that a 4 or 6 Bloodborne cost?
It's 4.
It's 4 Bloodborne cost.
It's the Mill. Mill's 2.
Mill's 2 and then searches for a Grim card.
Any Grim card,
Yeah.
which is really powerful.
So he hits a Grim Wish for more life. And what appears to be across the Soul River Styx. So if he chooses to activate either of these effects,
He's just resolving.
yeah.
Interesting mirror match. Yeah, Travis learned a new ruling today that kind of disappointed him. So I'm glad he's getting his win with the Grim Decay, or not the Grim Decay, but the Future Demise.
And that ruling too was just a matter of meeting criteria.
Yeah.
With the Welcome to Grim Graveyard, you have to have 3 cards in hand to even activate it. So in a certain situation, if you're playing against an Undead player and you know that that's Mills their strategy, that's something that now you have to play around. So that's where you started seeing a lot of players, much like Kyle did here, where you set the unified card face down to get cards out of your hand, so it doesn't meet the requirement of the Grim Graveyard. Oh, we got a Grimace and is following it up with the Magic Shifting Sands. Do you know if Kyle ended up getting that Grim Wish for more life trigger when it got milled?
I don't. I think he drew, or he was searching, and I think he forgot to.
Forgot to get his triggers, yeah, including his crossover sticks. That would have helped him huge.
Yes.
As your opponent, that's something you don't want to point out because both of them are optional effects.
Yes.
That might come back and bite him later.
If you don't remember your effects, you can't expect to do as well as people who remember their effects, right? So. Dealing 1 damage to the board by popping the warrior. just devastating. Just absolutely devastating. She'll get to take a shambling skeleton with him. Wrath of the Doomdrake. Paying 10. Five shambling skeletons. Oof. Just devastating. Let's just check on these. It's activating Unified, putting it in the fortified spot, so just ignore that. But you can target 2 cards on the field and send them to discard. I'm gonna attack for 15. Oh, I missed one apparently. Drawing 3 cards from his deck. So nothing happens. Healing for 6. Yeah, he's already done it this turn. Travis has hurt himself a lot in this match, so.
Oh, he likes to say Undead have a lot of healing. This is the time to see it.
It's probably one of his own orders to heal. Sorry, he heals for 4 on that one? This one?
So he is he deactivated from hand, or is he activating the mill effect?
I think it's from hand.
So from hand, you mill 2, heal 3.
Doesn't like to play the card of the mirror match. It's gonna activate his synergy.
And interesting in this mirror match here, like I don't know what serves better, if it is actually the Fields of the Floating, or if it goes back to the Beyond the 6 Feet Under.
It really depends on your main strategy versus what the side comes down to.
Oh, so here comes the Fields of the Floating.
So what did he heal for?
Fields of the Floating does not heal you.
What did he pay for there? He just paid for something.
Travis did?
Yeah.
So right here, this is where Kyle is eradicating 5 from the Fields of the Floating to make the 5 skeletons, and these 5 are going to go back to his hand at the end of the turn.
That's right. That's right. Very powerful card. Travis is pretty well said he thinks he's gonna lose.
Oh, is he scooping?
Yeah, he's scooping.
Going to game 2?
That's a scoop. Yeah, that's a scoop.
Going to game 2.
All right.